Hello and welcome to this Core Animator tutorial. In this one we're going to be talking about a technique that can be used to create effects like this where we have these neck joints that kind of interact together in connected and curvy ways where they're all interacting. I hope you've watched the group effects tutorial or understand how group effects works, as we're going to talk about how that seems like group effects is the right solution to this problem, but it's actually not going to work. So we've got two monsters set up here. We've got one named group effects and one named nested. So let's look at the group effects one first, and we see we've got this neck group where our head and each of the neck segments is set up, and each neck segment has an anchor point near the bottom of each individual segment. So we go ahead and we select the neck group and we use our group effects tool and we set our ad hoc anchor point here, and then we start to rotate and we get this result, which is not exactly what we want in this situation. And the problem is that group effects allows you to rotate around a unified point, which is good and useful for a lot of instances, but it's not exactly what we want in this particular situation. So let's go ahead and undo that. And let's look at how this other pink monster is set up. Let's turn off group effects. And now we see that these segments are nested inside of each other. And if we select them all and then start doing that, we get the desired effect. Now let's take a look at what's going on here. Basically, as you select neck all, you're also selecting everything that's nested inside of it, even though that doesn't explicitly show up. And then as you select the next one, you've selected this twice. Now this has been selected 3 times and so forth and so on. Let's go over to our group effects and look at how you could recreate that. And we've got a good start on it. We want to define all of our anchor points where they need to be. I think they all are now. And we're basically going to start at the bottom here. We're going to grab our segment 6 and we're going to just drag it until we get this symbol and drag it inside of neck segment 7. So that's how you can nest objects just directly. You don't have to use groups. You can directly nest objects in Core Animator. So we're going to keep doing that. We're going to take 3, take 3, drag it into 4, expand that. Take 2, drag it into 3, and expand that. Take 1 and drag it into 2. We're almost there. We actually do want to nest the head group, which has the mouth and the blinking. And we can also nest groups within elements. So let's just go ahead and throw that one in there. And now we have our desired effect. So kind of a quick tip when you want to use each element's explicit anchor point, you want it to use the rotation. This is one technique that will allow you to do that if that is what your situation requires. Anyway, I hope this tip was useful, and thanks for watching, and thanks for using Core Animator.